360 and everyone thought that he'd be a Bulldog for life, but it didn't work out that way. Josh Reynolds joined the West Tigers and will commence a multi-year campaign kicking off in 2018. He joins us now. How are you?
I'm really good, thank you, mate. Yeah, really good.
Everything I've heard, be it in print form or when you've sat down to do an interview, has been overwhelmingly positive. You've got a smile on your face and you look like you've really enjoyed the switch.
Yeah, I really have. I'm not going to lie to you, when it first happened, it was really hard because, you know, I've said it before, Bulldogs and the whole sort of Belmore meant so much to me. It really did. And I'm a pretty passionate person. I probably thought I was never going to leave, but the way rugby league goes these days, it's just what happens. You know, I'm just another number, really, and it is a bit sad at times. But now I'm at the West Tigers, I'm actually really having fun. Like, I can honestly say I go to train every day, excited for what the new challenge is. It's hard. When I was at the Bulldogs, I was there for about 14 years,
yep.
and I loved every minute. I really did. But you know, you go in there, you've been there for a long time, and you sort of know what's coming. I go into training every day now, and it's a new challenge. I meet new people. The footy's different. The way I'm playing is different. So I'm just taking every day as it comes, the old cliche. But I'm having fun at the same time. So it's good.
I need to ask, in terms of physical premises and facilities, Belmore and Concord, how do they compare? Brutal truth, please.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to lie to you. Belmore. So I've seen Belmore when it was really old, and they've just recently redone it. And to be honest, it'd probably be in the top three of you know, gym and facilities and everything. But people sort of ask me, you know, did you check Concord out before you went there? But for me, it doesn't matter. You know, I was sort of saying back there, a 20-kilo dumbbell that's, you know, 20 years old or 2 years old is exactly the same thing. You're going in there to do the same thing. They lift the same. Yeah, you know what I mean.
So you didn't visit the Concord premises before you signed? Or?
Nah. I obviously knew where it was.
Yeah.
But I'm a bit different. I like that. I like sort of the old school stuff. Don't get me wrong. Like, it was awesome having everything there at the Bulldogs and whatsoever. But you can just tell there's a lot of meaning at Concord, and you know, so many players have been through there, and there's so much, you know, blood, sweat and tears that have sort of been thrown into that place, and they're proud of it too, and I like being a part of that.
You said earlier you're playing different, so well, still very early in the career, obviously, at the Tigers. How are you playing differently?
More the fact of, so at the Dogs, the halves, Desi used to split us, and we'd sort of control one side each. But now at the Tigers, so Brooksy's pretty much taken the role of steering the ship around.
Yep.
And for me, I'm just sort of playing out the back of him a fair bit and popping up wherever needs be. And so for that, playing on both sides of the field is just a whole new sort of dimension to my game, and I'm having a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, along the way there's been a couple of hiccups because, you know, I've missed being here sometimes where I'm meant to be, but you know, I'm still learning and we're still learning as a team. But I really think the structure suits my game a little bit more than what it did.
So if it's suiting your game, do you find it's suiting Luke Brooks' game? Because we've heard for a few years now, PK, haven't we, about the potential of this young playmaker, which in my mind hasn't been fully realised. So with you being two very different players and him playing, I think what they call it, on the ball and managing the team, do you think that's going to help his game?
I definitely think so. I think, you know, I've spoken to him about it. I think when him and Mitchell Moses were playing together, they're both really dominant players. They both want the ball in their hands at all times, and they really like steering the ship. And then there's the other hand where there was me and Moses last year at the Dogs, who probably both didn't like to do that. But now I've sort of got Brooksy. I've sort of come there and sort of said to him, mate, this is your team. You take control, and whatever you do, I'll relay the call and just get on the back of you. And I think he's definitely growing in confidence. Like, even at training, when we do left versus right, I'm obviously up against him, and you know, his ball playing skills, and he's always enticing people at the line. And I don't know. I really think, even watching him in the last two trials, I think he's if he also gets his running game. He's not very known for his running game, but
he's quick.
He's quick, mate.
Yeah.
He's deceptive. Like I said, at training sometimes, I'm watching him going, how's he get there that fast? So if he can sort of create that space for myself and whoever's sort of playing fullback there, we can, you know, cause some damage.
All right. So how does Benji Marshall fit in then?
So I've actually, obviously Benji's a 5'8" or a half, same sort of thing, and Ivan's already had a word with me about this. Hopefully I'm the starting six. I'll let you know in a couple of weeks. but yeah, if obviously Benji's, you want him in your team, don't you? Well, and I think at some stage Ivan wants all three of us to be on the field at one time. And Ivan's actually said to me that I might be going into hooker at stages. And I'm fine with that. I've actually done it the last couple of trials. I went in for maybe 10, 15 minutes, and I've done it before when I was young. I'd done it, and even when I sort of got lucky enough to get into the Origin arena at the start, I was coming off the bench as a bit of a hooking role. So it's nothing new to me. And, I'm not going to sit there and go to Ivan, no, I only want to play 5'8", because I honestly can say that whatever's best for the team, I'll do. So.
All right, so I'm thinking the Fox Sports lab is listening right now. So they're all the statisticians and spreadsheeters from upstairs, and they've come up with the West Tigers finishing position in 2018 as 13th. I'm assuming you disagree. With the computer. The strength of the schedule you can see there is not good at all. So they're basically saying you've got a very tough draw. Just quickly before we let you go, who's most in charge out of the 5 captains? Please tell me, Chair. Yeah?
I'm not sure, mate. Yeah, we're still sorting it out. It's early in the piece, but we've all got our little bit to add, and I reckon we'll be good, mate. Everyone's different. Rusty's different. I'm different. Chrissy's different, so it'll be good.
All right, and you're a full-time member of the NRL 360 family this year. You're going to come in every week on Players' Night, so we're glad to have you on board.
Thank you, mate.
Thanks for coming tonight. NRL 360 returns to 3 nights a week from next Monday. It all kicks off with a 90-minute special. Geez, PK, they've got us working overtime already.